It's our second lot. So in here, I've got my tomatoes. Now, taking into consideration this is just the beginning of October, my tomatoes have really got well established already. I've been growing bok choy, lettuces. You can see the whole thing's just gone crazy. Even my courgettes are growing extremely well. I will try and improve on my video footage. I'm only using my cell phone, so I apologise for it not being very flash. This glasshouse here, we decided to do it in a tiered system rather than the other short beds in my other video. The reason for this is I don't have to bend down. As I'm getting older, I'm finding it harder to bend down, so we put it in a tiered system, maximising the amount of light that each of those plants will get. I also put my strawberries into bottle gardens this year. Now, I used 2 and 3 litre juice bottles and painted them black. The reason for painting them black, I didn't want the roots to actually get towards the light, so to keep them dark, I painted it black. It also encourages the growth to come straight out the front. The best way to cut these bottles, I used a soldering iron that just melted the plastic, which made it brilliant. I've also got tomatoes growing in here, and celery, and these are some of the seedlings that I've got going, ready to put out. But I'll probably wait for another couple of weeks, because in New Zealand, especially down in Taupo, we can have a frost right up until the end of October quite comfortably. So rather than have everything going out and killing off, I'd rather wait for a little bit longer and get them out into the garden. For the tomatoes that I want to plant outside, I've actually got them sitting in buckets so that they can mature a bit more inside before I get them out there and they get a fright with the cold. But it's been brilliant. This is actually working extremely well. The only thing is when you're watering the glass houses, I found it better just to bring a hose in and just gently water underneath everything. Don't be tempted to spray it from the top. We did that in the other glass house and I went into a bad habit of overwatering, and I had some of my cheddar collies go rotten on me because they were just too wet. But yeah, so I'll keep you up to date and I'll put another couple of videos up when I get the opportunity. As things progress, as I change things around the section. The other thing that we've done out here is I've put my potatoes in here. I've covered them over 3 times already and they keep popping their noses up. So I thought, oh, to heck with it, and we'll just let them go. These are my broad beans. They've been in a long time. Broad beans take a really, really long time to grow. So you're looking about 10 months before you actually produce anything here in Taupo. I've just planted out my corn, so the corn's growing as well. All my glasshouses, or hothouses rather, are starting to look like cobwebs because of the plastic. It makes them look cobwebby. We're in the process at the moment of creating a seed house. So again, I've just used framing that I've had around the section, and I've wrapped that in plastic. Again, it's just a pallet wrap. And then I'm going to shelve that out, and I've got some paper machine felt to put up against the walls that hopefully will give it a little bit more protection. Now, then we move on to what is my pumpkin racks. I decided, in my infinite wisdom, that going vertical rather than horizontal was going to take up less space, and I can plant probably 30 plants along this rack and they'll go up. So once my plum tree has finished fruiting, the pumpkins will actually come up and over the top and go through the plum tree, and then I'll have pumpkins growing through plum tree. On this side here, I've actually got all my raspberries on the same sort of racking. We had a lot of stainless again, so we've used that as well. I've got my husband to put me up another rack over in the corner, and I'll grow my beans on that. So as I get those developing and growing, I'll show you what they look like as well. Keep in touch.